right, first run out here. Just got on, motor's running good. We're gonna see how this works. Show you what it looks like when it actually works in theory. Working on the fuel pump. The part just came in, and let me show you the order of operations here, just for my future reference, because there's not many videos on this. So you have the gasket here and the diaphragm and everything, and you can see the difference between this old one. It's very like crunchy, and this one's all shiny and flat and smooth. And I polished a lot of stuff. I saw this tip on YouTube. Great little resource. You should probably check it out. See all this black? I used Mother's Mag and Aluminum and went in there. If I can get a better view. I went in there and polished where the float needle sits, and it's, I mean, shiny brass. So now hopefully it sits a lot better. You can see, well, you might be able to see in here. In there you can see where my my jet, or whatever it's called, is all messed up. I had to break that out because whoever did it before stripped it all out and broke it. So hopefully I just cleaned that up good enough to make it run. And you can also see this thing was made in 1989. He's older than I am. It's still holding on. All right, it's the next day. I got Josie, the little wiggle worm princess here. I'm literally in my work clothes, sit with boots on, trying to work on this before I got to go back to work in a bit. And we're finding out here that one of these don't fit, which is great. I love that. So we're gonna have to do a gasket maker. We're gonna have to go and get some gasket from I guess AutoZone or something, because that is the gasket I'm working with here. But the big thing is we need these, the float, and the jet, or the needle. It feels a lot better than this other one I got on here. So we're trying out this new screw, this new bolt, and I don't think it's gonna work. It's just too long. Let's see if I can make this. All right, ready to go. Jesus Christ. The primer bulb's not working on it, so turn her up to start. Alrighty, so good news, second pull it started. A little smoky, I think it's running a little rich. Put it in the gear though. Why does it, when I put it in the gear under load, it's not running? And I really, really hope it's not the answer I think it is. Hope it's not the compression. Alrighty, I'm so confident in this because I've done so much. Let's get this confidence crushed again. I put in new spark plugs. These two spark plugs, if you see, 22 Whiskey Mike, 3924, not even same brand or same size. The gap clearance tolerance or whatever is like 40 on this one and like 60 on this one. So this thing was just hillbilly to hell. And whenever I pulled it earlier to try to make sure the fuel pump worked, it cycled and started on its own with the new spark plug. So now we're going to prime it here. Why is this saying that fuel in there? That's a problem. Let's get this thing primed up. Got a good hard fuel pump or fuel bulb. And we're going to give this thing a start. Get it out of gear. Go to start. Oh, duh. I'm all excited. All right, let's give it a minute. I think I flooded it. Oh, just pulled it kind of messing around. Way better. Just the feel of this spark and that thing kicked was so much better than these new spark plugs. Alrighty, we're in the process of making this new gasket here because I know that this thing was running good and perfect, but this gasket you could see is just on its last leg. If I didn't do it now and this thing started running good, Josie, don't eat that. This thing wasn't running good. I'm gonna kick myself for having to go and take this motor apart while I'm not set up to take this motor apart. So we're gonna go in here, get a fresh blade, And we're gonna just cut ourselves a new gasket. It's real windy out here, but it's good because no one's out on the water. It's a small little pond. I don't like going out here whenever other people are fishing. So if this don't work, this thing gonna become a boat anchor. I don't know what else could be wrong with this thing. Round 6. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get this thing started. Oh, hell yeah. That thing's sounding good. Let's see if it stays. Start out with a little idling. Alright, better. Hell yeah. Looking good. Jesus Christ! I'm afraid to go full up. Well, I sat here and did donuts in this lake until I got dizzy and ran out of gas. And on my clock here, speed over ground, the fastest I got was 17.9 that I visibly observed, but there was a point where I was chooching a little quicker than that. We were boogieing. All right. Well, I guess I'll give this lake a break and let them go. You can see I'm bone dry on gas there. It is dry in that. Alrighty, project is complete. Got the garage cleaned up from all the mess I had in this project. It's a nice feeling to be done with this. I was getting nervous there at the end for old boy, thinking she was gonna, you know, not be anything other than a boat anchor. But I got everything fixed, and I went in here, heated up this PVC pipe over the stovetop burner, got it to where it was real limp, fitted over there, and with a rubber mallet just hammered it on. And I think this is plenty long because I do plan on running it with the cooler. I'll show you what that looks like. This is a cooler I plan on running in it. Main reason is whenever I'm fishing the bow, this thing gets nose heavy and my fish finder pops out the water and I lose my depth control and all that stuff. And also it's just nice having that counterbalance. Another perk of the bigger motor on the back, it balances this thing out. Now whenever I'm on the back sitting, it's nice to have this cooler. I want to get some seat I can put it on here, make it a little more cozy, but I can sit up here and counterbalance it out forward, which is also a plus. One day I see myself, if I ever got a classic, I'd run a stick steer, but I think after having this Ginu, I'm definitely just going to upgrade to a bigger boat style in general. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed everything in this video. It was a pain. You can see the dumb mistakes I made. Make sure you put your fuel filter or your fuel pump in right. Make sure all your hoses have 0 leaks and there's 0 gaps in the connections of the hoses. and your carb better be shining to where you can see your face in it, and have a new float needle. And that's the biggest things. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later.